time we started at 11. Good morning. So we finally started the match. A bit of confusion who was blowing and who wasn't. Anyway, it's underway. Fishing for Jason Crump. He's off catching some units in France, so good luck to him, as in carping. And I'm standing in for him. Ivy House Lakes, for those who don't know. Peg 8, for those who don't know, on the old Match Lake, which I think would be an alright area. And it turned out to be a very good area, to be fair. So, as you can see, start of a match, so I've cupped in one ball down the edge, one ball short. Cupped in two balls together there in one cup, so two small balls. And I'm going to feed pellets to my right. So just fishery pellets. So a sprinkle of micros, a couple of fours, and just a few dead maggots, to be honest. So very negative. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to fish, because I haven't fished this league. I stood in once for Jace. It was really cold. Drew willow on the road bank and done awful. I really did struggle. I've never known it to fish quite so hard, to be honest with you. But hey, yeah, that's the British weather for you. Last round was incredible. I think Callum won it with 50 something pound on willow, and I think there was a 47 on this lake and a 42, so we will see. But obviously it's quite a high pressure, bright sun. Had quite a sharp frost yesterday. I'm not sure if we had a frost this morning. I wasn't up early enough, so I'm not sure. So I'm thinking it might fish a bit harder than what it did 2 weeks ago, but I'm no pro, which I definitely proved myself that today. So just starting short on single maggot. Just cupped in tiny, like, stodgy ball of seafood expander mix. Put nothing else in it, just straight out of the bag, just add water. Happy days, really nice and simple. Rig wise, just fishing 0.14 and 0.8 hook length to a 4x12 gas Mammon float, so don't hate me, John Walker. Just fishing a 22 F1 pellet hook, so happy days. And a 1mm hybrid elastic, which is from Maver. So everything really simple. It's a nice start. I've got a nasty feeling the roach might not feed, which I was right. Just coming to that time of year, not that there's not enough roach in here, there's loads, but the joke is that Gary Etheridge has gone and had pretty much almost 23 pound of roach on willow. So it's weird how they're not feeding in this lake, and yet willow, so this is Old Match Lake for those who don't know, and willow, they are feeding, and this used to be all one lake. So obviously got, for those who used to fish it years ago, or used to be one lake and they've divided it into two and put islands in it. So yeah, maybe this lake's smaller, warmed up sooner, maybe. Because apparently it's all to do with water temperature in it, with fish spawning apparently. So I'm not loose feeding anything. I just basically fed a little stodgy ball and just going to fish it out. Also seeing what the regulars are doing. So quite lucky next to Neil Richards. He fishes it a lot. And he fishes this league. He won the silvers yesterday with £19. Peg 4. So Derek Newsom leave me alone about 19. And then I got Andy Pollard opposite me on peg 10. So definitely got some very good company. Old teammates as well, to be fair. Both of them fish for Gordon League. So yeah, definitely up against it. So catching sort of steady eddy, so basically dead maggots in ground bait. I did chop up a little bit of worm and put it to my left in ground bait, and to be honest with you, I waited ages for bites on worms, and the joke was the fish was smaller, so I just found dead maggot was better. um, I converted the pellet line to my right to ground bait. I've shipped out. I ain't caught on it at all, which is a little bit disappointing. So therefore, I made the decision to convert that and started feeding little nuggets of ground bait. As you can see, this pole's coming out. I had to say something, otherwise he would have lost a lot. Bless him, he didn't realise. So thank God he didn't lose any sections. Unlike Alvis a couple of weeks ago, he had to go skinny dipping, but fair play, he got it back, and I bet that was cold. Now my match was pretty steady Eddie for the first 3 hours. To be fair, first hour decent, second hour decent, third hour decent, and then it started like fade away. So it started getting a little bit tougher, and I think this is where I needed to be a little more patient. My lack of practice on this venue, fishing the silvers, definitely showed today. So I did get punished. 21 pound. I mean, Andy Pollard opposite me has won it with 27, and Neil's been second with 23.5. I believe there's a 23.1. All the weights are at the end anyway. Try to give the whole picture of my matches. Don't try and tell any lies. Well, don't tell any lies or hide anything. So, yeah, quite a few of us probably would be a bit frustrated that we should have caught more, definitely. I mean, skimmers are probably on average, standardized catch today, I'd say probably maybe 3-4 to the pound. I'd say quite a lot of my fish were probably about 6 ounces. So I've had a day's fishing, I've had quite a few bites. Probably maybe had half a dozen roach, no perch, some skimmers. So yeah, probably good 50 skimmers I would have thought. But carp were a massive problem. And I think this is where maybe I fed maybe a tiny bit too much bait, or maybe I should have put another 2 sections on and gone past it and started a new line. But it's quite frustrating when you're hooking carp. I didn't have like 47 carb on or anything like that. Um, I had 9 small carp, well, small carp stroke F1s, and then I've hooked like 3 proper ones and didn't get any of them out. But you got to fish through it sometimes, because down that edge you definitely can catch potentially some decent skimmers. My edge was probably, I reckon I probably caught a good 10 pounder skimmers down that edge, in all honesty. But I didn't catch them close. I loose fed casters left and right of like 4 meters, and caught absolutely nothing. A few twigs, but long. Like I said, I probably caught 10 pounder skimmers. Just feeding again. Seafood, expanded mixed ground bait with a few casters and a few dead maggots.